Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Focus English with CC. Do you ever sit in a meeting and want to say something, but you stay silent? Maybe you're afraid of making mistakes. Maybe you're worried that your English isn't good enough. Or maybe you don't know what to say. If that's you, don't worry. You are not alone. Many English learners understand meetings, but they don't feel confident speaking in meetings. The good news? You don't need difficult vocabulary. You don't need perfect grammar. You only need a few simple and professional phrases. Today, we will learn how to speak confidently in meetings using easy English. By the end of this lesson, you'll know exactly what to say when you want to share an idea, you agree with someone, you disagree politely, you ask a question, you end your point professionally. So stay with me until the end because we'll also do a mini role play together. Let's begin. Now we go to situation 1. Giving an idea. Many English learners have good ideas, but in meetings, they stay silent. Why? Because they're afraid of making mistakes. They're afraid their English isn't perfect. But remember, you don't need perfect English. You need to communicate your ideas. Instead of staying silent, try these phrases. Phrase 1. I'd like to share an idea. This phrase is very useful. Why? Because it sounds polite and professional. It also gives you a few seconds to think before you continue speaking. Now, let's learn another phrase. Phrase 2. I think we could... Examples. I think we could improve our customer service. I think we could reduce costs. I think we could try a different strategy. I think we could improve our communication. I think we could organize another meeting. Very simple and professional. Imagine your manager asks, does anyone have any ideas? Don't stay quiet. You can simply say, I'd like to share an idea. I think we could improve our customer service. That's enough. One simple sentence can make you sound confident and engaged. Remember, companies value people who speak up. Your ideas matter. Don't hide them. Situation 2. Agreeing. Sometimes you don't have a new idea, but you still want to participate in the meeting. You can support someone else's idea. This is also an important communication skill. Try these phrases. Phrase 1. I agree with you. Phrase 2. That's a good point. Phrase 3. I completely agree. Examples. Tom says, we should improve communication. You can say, that's a good point. I completely agree. Another example. Your colleague says, we need more training. You can say, I agree with you, or I completely agree. These phrases show that you are listening. They show that you respect other people's ideas. They also make you sound like a good team player. Remember, meetings are not competitions. You don't always need to be the smartest person in the room. Sometimes simply supporting a good idea is enough. Situation 3. Disagreeing politely. Sooner or later, you will disagree with someone. This is normal, but you must disagree politely. Never say, you're wrong. This sounds rude and unprofessional. Instead, say, Phrase 1. I see your point, but... Phrase 2. I have a different opinion. Phrase 3. I'm not sure I completely agree. Examples. I see your point, but I think we need more information. I have a different opinion. I think we should wait. I'm not sure I completely agree. We may need another solution. Notice something. These phrases don't attack people. They focus on ideas. This makes your communication sound respectful and professional. Remember, good professionals can disagree without creating conflict. You can have a different opinion and still be respectful. Situation 4. Asking questions. Many English learners are afraid to ask questions. They think, if I ask questions, people will think my English is bad. This is not true. In fact, good employees ask questions. Asking questions shows interest. Asking questions shows responsibility. Asking questions helps you avoid mistakes. Try these phrases. Phrase 1. Could you explain that again? Phrase 2. Could you give an example? Phrase 3. What do you mean by that? Examples. Your manager says, we need to optimize our process. You don't understand. Don't pretend. Ask, could you give an example? Or, what do you mean by that? Another example. Someone speaks too quickly. You can say, could you explain that again? This sounds professional. Remember, good employees ask questions. Asking questions shows interest, not weakness. People learn by asking, not by pretending to understand. Situation 5. Ending your point. After sharing your opinion, don't end your sentence like this. That's it. This sounds uncertain. Instead, use these professional phrases. Phrase 1. That's all for me. Phrase 2. Those are my thoughts. Phrase 3. I'd love to hear everyone's opinions. Examples. Those are my thoughts. That's all for me. I'd love to hear everyone's opinions. These phrases sound confident. They also invite discussion. This is an important communication skill because meetings are conversations, not speeches. Remember, strong communicators don't just share ideas, they also encourage other people to speak, and that makes you sound professional, confident, and collaborative. Remember, you don't need advanced English to sound professional in meetings. You only need a few useful phrases and the confidence to use them. Start with one sentence. Speak one more time in every meeting. Little by little, your confidence will grow. Now, let's put everything together. We're going to listen to a short role play. Imagine Tom and Lisa are in a team meeting. Their company has a problem. Customers have been waiting too long for responses, and the team needs to find a solution. Listen carefully and notice how they give ideas. Agree, disagree politely, ask questions, and end their opinions. Let's begin.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining today's meeting. Our customers have been waiting too long for responses. We need to find a better way to help them. Does anyone have any ideas?
I'd like to share an idea. I think we could create a faster online support system. For example, we could add live chat on our website and answer customer questions more quickly.
That's a good point. A faster support system could improve customer satisfaction. I'd love to hear everyone's opinions.
I think quick responses are very important. Customers don't like waiting. If we can answer questions faster, our service will become much better.
I have a different opinion. I think we should hire more staff. More employees could help us answer customer questions faster.
I see your point, but hiring new people can be expensive. A new online system might cost less money in the long term. Could you give an example?
Sure. We can start with one additional employee. Then we can measure the results. If customer satisfaction improves, we can decide whether to hire more people later.
That sounds reasonable. Starting with one employee could be a good first step. Maybe we can do both. We can improve our online support system and also hire one additional employee.
I like that idea. A combination of both solutions could work well.
I completely agree. Sometimes the best solution is not choosing one idea over another, it's finding a way to combine good ideas.
Exactly. Team discussions help us see different possibilities.
Those are my thoughts. I'd love to hear everyone's opinions.
Great discussion, everyone. Let's explore both ideas and discuss them again next week. Thank you for your suggestions.
Great job. Did you notice something? Nobody used difficult English. Nobody used advanced vocabulary. The sentences were short. The grammar was simple. But everyone sounded confident and professional. Why? Because they knew how to use useful meeting phrases. They shared ideas, they supported good ideas, they disagreed politely, they asked questions, and they listened to each other. Remember, confidence comes from preparation, and preparation comes from practice. The more you practice these simple phrases, the more natural and professional your English will sound in real meetings. Okay, everyone, today you learned how to say, I'd like to share an idea. I think we could. That's a good point. I see your point, but could you give an example? Those are my thoughts. These simple phrases can completely change the way you speak in meetings. Maybe you think, my English isn't good enough. I don't know enough vocabulary. I'm afraid of making mistakes. But remember, professional English is not about using big words. Professional English is about communicating clearly. It's about sharing your ideas. It's about asking questions. It's about participating in the conversation. Remember, you don't need perfect English. You need clear English. You need simple English. And most importantly, you need to speak up because your ideas matter, your opinions matter, and your voice deserves to be heard. Start small. Maybe in your next meeting, use just one new phrase. Then use another one. Little by little, your confidence will grow. And one day, speaking English in meetings won't feel scary anymore. It will feel natural. If you enjoyed today's lesson, don't forget to like this video, comment below which phrase will you use in your next meeting. And if you know someone who is afraid to speak English at work, share this lesson with them. It might give them the confidence to speak up. And of course, subscribe to Focus English with CC for more workplace English and job interview lessons. Thank you so much for learning with me today. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and never be afraid to use your English. I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye, everyone.